to fill that need. It was founded in 2017 and was an uphill battle for the first 2 years because it was hard to let people break away from the concept of paying for something digitally. Cash was still king. Blessings in disguise, I won't say it's a blessing, but COVID gave us the opportunity to display not only to governments in Trinidad and the Southern Caribbean, but as Minister Green mentioned, in Jamaica as well last year, we demonstrated that any sector or any segment in society can partake in digital payments. I was in Trinidad when we had the WiPay project going on, and it was a funny story. They came off the bus, and Gabriel was, "Hey guys, you don't need a phone, just give us your money and we'll give you a QR code." And the lady who he had on Zoom with me was like, "So when I give you this money, I'm gonna get a QR code and that work like money?" And Gabriel said yes, and she was like, "Okay, great." So the stigma that comes with technology and the rural communities and the underbanked, we aim to debunk that. And we have been debunking it over the last 3 years. And coming to Jamaica, the largest English-speaking territory in the Caribbean, it was only natural that we brought the headquarters head. Because you have a minister, and Minister Clark, who's seen the vision, passed a number of laws recently that allowed for the Bank of Jamaica. Governor Mr. Biles also very active in this space, developing a digital currency for Jamaica, which is going to help. We're not against the upper class, but it's not the upper class that's aimed for, it's aimed for the everyday man. And as a company that prides itself on being the poor people governor, the everyday person solution provider, Jamaica seemed right for us to be based. But a minister who understands, the Minister of Finance, who understands where the new industrial revolution is heading. A Bank of Jamaica governor who understands where the new industrial revolution is heading. Ministers, he mentioned agriculture, why he's here, why he's not supposed to be here. He has a whole portfolio and the best parish in Jamaica. This is where he's supposed to be. Technology is what's going to take any economy forward. No longer it's just the items that you could farm from the ground. Bauxite, you could. Where does bauxite come from? The ground as well. Right, so wherever bauxite comes from. We need to be able to partake in this digital economy, this digital revolution that's taking place around the world. And Jamaica, my new adopted home, is going to be at the forefront of this because of the progressive ministers that you guys have in place, a Bank of Jamaica or central bank that understands this, and a company now that's headquartered that is willing to put his money where his mouth is to provide solutions. Minister briefly mentioned a grant program that will be engaged with him. I'm going to take the credit for it, but it was through discussions with the minister, we had an idea, and he was like, hang on, I will engage businesses in St. Elizabeth's. So don't just do a grant to the underbanked and the people with all bank accounts that they get money and they can cash it out at a few big stores that we are partnered with. The minister said, we need to provide frontline workers with more than just a food grant. People need more than just food in these difficult times. They need pharmaceuticals. Tasty's parties is good, I love it. But sometimes you need more than a party, right? You may have a sick child and you want to go to the pharmacy and get medicine. So the grant needs to be ubiquitous as cash would have been, but with a measure of control, so it's not spent in places that it was meant to spend. And that's the grant program that he was trying not to mention, but I'm going to mention it. that's going to happen in St. Elizabeth. It's going to happen in the month of September. And by the end of the year, we expect to expand that to a number of parishes across the island, where we will use technology to reach to every corner of Jamaica. You don't have to go to a mail office to get a check and then cash it at a bank that's going to be closed on Saturday. You need the grant on Sunday, it gets to you at Sunday 5:04. You go to a progressive store at 6 o'clock and you buy groceries. This is the solutions, among many others, that will be not only piloted and championed in Jamaica, but will then be replicated and duplicated across the Caribbean. So, it's with that backdrop that I say thank you to Jamaica, thank you, Minister, thank you to your government. Former Deputy Governor, through you I extend thanks to Governor Biles for all the work that you have done for the country of Jamaica in